Hello everybody, Green Man Bookseller here, and this video is going to be a book review video in which I'm talking about this book here, Ghosts and Witches, Haunted Tales from the British Isles by J. Wentworth Day. Obviously this book drew me in mainly because I love reading about ghosts and witches, but partly, look at that eye-catching cover. That is a pretty impressive cover, I think. At least I really like it. It really really grabs my attention and tickles my fancy. That kind of cover, I like it a lot. All the various stories, the chapters are done by a kind of theme. All the stories have been clumped into themes. So you've got like the strangling ghost, talk of ghosts, they walk the battlefields, a man I know told me of, some London hauntings, and you've also got ghosts of the west, ghosts of the south country, some East Anglian hauntings, and then the final chapter, chapter 9, on Will-o'-the-Wisp and corpse candles. All the stories have been, like I said, well, they've all been clumped together in a theme, and each chapter's on a sort of a general theme. And it's been written in a very easy to follow style. It's not heavy going. It's the kind of book you can easily read at the end of the day, sort of just before going to bed. It's not the kind of book where you're going to be cuddled up in bed at the end of the day and you try reading it and then you just fall asleep. It's like, oh no, this is too much. It's too heavy going for this time of the night. It's the kind of book you could read right before going to bed. That's how easy reading it is. And for me personally, it was very interesting as well as easy reading. It got my attention, and it kept hold of my attention as well. I found it an enjoyable experience reading it, and very fascinating. And yeah, it's J. Wentworth Day. He's done a very good job of writing this book, and sort of putting across the stories. So now I must admit, and this particular book is the first edition that I got. I paid 30 quid for it, so slightly expensive taste in secondhand books I've got. Now, there might be cheaper copies floating around on the internet. I haven't really looked. I mean, I think part of the reason why this one was the price it is because it's a first edition, so that can bump prices up a little bit on secondhand books. But so yeah, be prepared if you're wanting to get a copy of this book. You should potentially be prepared for the fact they might be going for a few bob. So that kind of price, it's the kind of price that would put off the casual reader, which is a bit of a shame because it prevents the casual reader from like getting their hands on a really good, interesting book. So when you're talking like sort of 20, 30 quid for a second-hand book, you only get people going to be buying it the people who are really into that kind of subject matter, and people who are book collectors, that kind of thing. So yeah, price wise, it could be a bit off-putting. Like I said, I haven't really looked around online to see what other copies are out there, so there might be cheaper copies than what I paid for this one. But like I said, if you're if you're interested in the subject, like reading about ghosts and witches, and if you can find a copy of this book that's at a price that is suitable for your personal pocket, your personal spending preferences, that kind of thing, get it. I highly recommend getting a copy of this book and reading it, because I'm going to stick my neck out and say, if you're interested in reading about ghosts and witches and that kind of thing, you're going to enjoy this book. You're going to enjoy it. Now, If any of you have read a copy of this book in the past, be interested to know what you thought of it. So drop me a comment down below. And on that happy note, I'm going to bring this particular video to an end. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. And in the meantime, the usual, stay safe. Happy reading.